not the kind of guy to keep one band. I never did, because there's no dimension to that. You know, my music changes quite a bit, so I want the band to change. I usually like to change the band up every 2 or 3 years, but the Breed was so powerful. You know, I kept it for like 6 years, and it was a great band with really wonderful guys. And probably that Real Illusions tour that we did was my favorite tour ever. But I just can't stay, you know, with the same sound. It really has to change. So I decided for this tour to change it up. And I kept Dave Weiner and Jeremy Colson, the drummer and the guitar player. But I got Brian Beller to play bass. And Brian, you know, has a different sound, and he's a different type of a player. I worked with Brian in the past on a bunch of stuff, and he was also the bass player in the Metropole, on the Metropole record. And then I decided to get these 2 violin players. And at first, I thought in my head what it would sound like, and I knew it would be great. But then when I started to audition violin players, all these like heavy metal violin players came down, and they were like shredding, and I was scared to death because they were all terrible. You know, they had no musicality, no intonation. And then finally, Alex the Pew came down, and I was stunned. And then I figured, okay, I found my one guy. And then this young girl, Anne-Marie, heard that I was looking for a violin player, and she was with Jethro Tull at the time, and she wanted to rock out. So I said, no, you know, I got somebody. But she sent me a tape, and I was just stunned. These players, they don't come from a rock family, but they understand rock, and they can play anything I give them, and they play it well. It's nice.
Я не из тех людей, которые